had a little lamb.
Oh yeah, so
It's like, that's pretty cool. I don't even know it's a he or a she, but oh man, far out. This is like the best character ever.
Oh, now I'm sounding like a wanker. I'm a wanker. How did it start? Well, fancy training.
Someone suggested doing a Iron Maiden cover.
It was me. I wanted Judas my guy, but the guys were like, it's too hard.
That was a long time ago.
It was.
And we ended up deciding on doing Dream of Muriel.
So then our school ran a rock fest every year, and that was back in the lovely old days when they didn't censor what you could put in.
Okay.
So we ended up playing. No, yeah, it was King of Fools by Head Guy.
Head Guy.
That was
how now.
That was at the level we were at that stage.
It was a cool level.
Suffice to say, we've practiced since then.
Oh, that's good to hear.
And we went and we played that, and they put on the lasers, and that was pretty cool. And then we decided, you know what, let's fucking do this. And then we kicked out most of the people in that band, invited some more people in, and now we've got the lineup we have today. And Blake was actually a guitar player, but he got promoted to the bass. And he's enjoyed playing that ever since.
I think for the first 6 months he just cut 2 of his guitar strings off his guitar.
And then,
like,
Well, I started as a shitty guitarist, and these guys I was going to play bass.
try this seriously.
no, it's fine, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
That's pretty much it.
The band was still called Ribbon and Chain. And yes, they invited me to play after one of their guitarists was unable.
We found George on Craigslist.
Yeah, if you're looking for a good drummer, go on Craigslist. Apparently they have the...
Yeah, I put an ad on Craigslist for a thrash band. These guys find me, and they play music like Interference, so I thought, that's fucking awesome. So I decided to join and fix them up, get them tied up. Now here we are. We all use Fenrir picks.
Even me, especially me.
Especially him.
And we're walking down through the suburbs of the North Shore, which of course is very convenient. And it was about 3 AM in the morning, and everyone's like, oh my god, there's a zombie. And we're like, no fucking zombies, but it is a freaky place at 3 AM. And then Ben's like, why don't we call ourselves Shade? And I'm like, yeah, that's a cool name, but it was already taken. And Ben was like, why don't we call ourselves Revenant? But that was taken as well. So we thought,
It was a tricky decision, Revenant or Shade. Then we decided, hang on, why don't we have both?
But then we later discovered that there was this, people can't pronounce it.
And Reverend Shade.
Reverend Shade,
Reverend Shade, yeah.
Irrelevant Shade.
I don't know how that one came about. But we were pretty much either going to be completely nothing or Catholic, which didn't really fit any of our music. So we ditched the name.
It took a while to convince. Well, it didn't take long. The only person who didn't want Fenrir was George. But then I described Fenrir to him. So
And within 10
so
seconds.
chained to a rock underneath the ground, the Fenris wolf, who was a giant big fuck-off wolf, was chained to a rock because the gods were scared. The Norse gods were scared of him. They strap him down and they stick a sword in his mouth and stop him biting people, and it bleeds down a river. And George is like, oh shit, man, I'm gonna get that as a tattoo. We're like, well, can we have this bad name? He's like, yeah.
So tell me more about this Norse mythology. It sounds as though you seem to take a lot of influences from...
It's kind of it's the more epic of the mythologies that we choose from.
Yeah.
Well, look, I don't like the term Viking metal because I don't think you can define a musical genre by its lyrics. Like, lyrics certainly play a role in that, but if you're defining like music, you should like look at the musical characteristics. Okay. So I don't like to think we're jumping on a bandwagon, but a lot of people are jumping on the Viking bandwagon lately. I'm Danish myself, but is Northern Germanic, so he's sort of like half a pretend Viking.
Good enough.
Yeah, it's good enough. Anyway, so yeah, we're all fond of the Norse mythology. George is a bit more like an American thrasher, so he just likes writing songs about, you know,
Metal. Like Manowwar's first album. Except for some reason he doesn't like Manowar.
He likes metal, he just doesn't admit it.
How would you describe Fenrir's musical components?
Well, I think the moment you start categorizing yourself is the moment when the music becomes like hackneyed. Because if we stand up and say we're power metal, it means we have to go home and say, okay, we're going to have to write power metal music. So we don't classify this. We're letting other people do that. They can
We tried picking genres early and we couldn't really find something which we could all agree we actually were. So we just figured we'll see what 90% of the people who listen to the music say we are, and we'll go with that.
So far we've been called new wave, we've been called power metal, we've called kind of thrash metal,
We've been called folk.
we've been called folk, we've been called battle metal. That was pretty cool.
So when you with your single name genres, are you referring to varieties of metal, or
Oh,
do people
give it!
or do people, well, I would imagine people can't be assigning
Not
you
traditional
to-
folk metal.
Yes, I thought so.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be opening for Angus and Julia Stone or
I
anything.
hope not.
Okay.
It'd be fun.
It would be
We'd
fun.
be like, fuck all you guys, gonna play metal.
It'd be interesting to see the reaction, but I don't think we'll get that opportunity anytime soon.
What would be the dream band that you would open for, or you would be in their lineup?
I would love to open for Bowden would be great. I'd love to open, but we're not quite musically similar. But I'd love to open for Bowden.
We do have a thing for metal from Finland.
Okay.
It's got a big, epic feel to it. I can't describe it.
You just listen to it and it's got a poise to it.
So do you see yourselves maybe making the pilgrimage to those
Oh,
lands
would
and
love to.
performing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's, well, Australia.
Okay, first Canberra, then Melbourne,
Why?
then Brisbane, and then Thailand, and then Japan,
Yeah.
and then maybe America, and then
Germany.
Germany.
Yeah.
Germany.
Okay.
Fuck it.
And then up through Denmark and into Finland.
You don't go up through Denmark to get to Finland.
We'll find a way.
we'll go through Norway, then maybe Sweden, and then Finland. But you can't go all the way around the top of Norway if you don't feel like going through Sweden.
Which would be normal.
We're racist as well.
What's coming up for Fenrir in the near future?
Oh,
so
we'll
in the
shift
next
down
few
to
months.
Tasmania, build a castle there.
Have yard wolves.
Yard
No,
wolves.
we're saving up at the moment to record needs, but we're saving. So come to our shows. Help us make that dream a reality. Buy our demo. It's $2. It's pretty good value.
$2, 2 songs. That's like iTunes value. Plus, you get a free CD case.
So when you're done with the CD, you can throw it out and put something else in the CD case.
Yeah, that's great.
None of us in Fenrir do drugs except Ben's dog.
Ready? Come on. Roll.
Don't make me move.